Content warning. This podcast is intended for a mature audience. Contains graphic descriptions of violence and explicit language.
Hello friends, and welcome back to Pods of the Multiverse. We're an unofficial D&D podcast where four friends play D&D. We are so glad to have you back at the table for our penultimate episode of Season 5. I'm Andy, the DM for our adventures in the world of Theros, and with me, my three best friends.
I'm Jimmy. I play Gron, the Minotaur Barbarian. Look for Gron's new food chariot opening in Akros later this year. It's sort of like a grilled, mythical beast concept.
My name is Geppi. I play Klyx, the Leonin Rogue, who will totally challenge you to a rope race and then look down on you and say, I'm afraid not. Yeah, that got the reaction it deserved.
Oh no! I just realized! Oh god! Yeah!
Oh wait,
Sorry.
not! No!
Yeah.
Oh god!
Jimmy likes it even less now.
I mean, Jimmy has no right to complain.
Jimmy can't record for the rest of the night. He's too tired after that dumb joke.
Jimmy, who named his ship Not My Problem.
Damn right.
But that's how you name boats.
That is how
All
you
right,
name it.
whatever.
Okay, we're done with this.
Anyway, I'm Scala. I play Paravex, the human heretic, and as a longtime Ashiok fan, I'm feeling kind of conflicted going into this episode.
Fair,
Nice.
fair.
Well, we'll see how that pans out for you. Let's get into it. A recap. Our heroes, with Queen Cymede, met Haktos, the Unscarred, and the legions of fallen heroes who dwell within the paradise-like ward of Elysia. After discussions about locating Elspeth and Ashiok, they spent the night feasting at the Citadel of Destiny, and then competed in the Trials of Glory in order to gain entry into the Inner Sanctum, where they hope to find the answers they are looking for. Awarded for their displays of athletics, they entered into the Inner Sanctum only to find it had been infiltrated by nefarious forces, finding Elspeth only to succumb to seemingly the same trap that had befallen her. I would like everybody to make me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Cool.
20.
19.
23.
Holy shit.
Nice.
Yeah. I come back to New York and these dice are unlocked.
All three of you awaken and find yourselves in a similar, but not identical, garden of statues. The facades of yourselves still staring down at you. This garden now seemingly endless in all directions. Shadows swirling all around. What do you do?
Is Elspeth still there as well?
Give me a perception check.
19.
On a 19, you see very little in terms of other details about this space, and you do not see her in your immediate vicinity. You can see your full vision in all directions, dark vision or no, and that is it.
Okay.
If that perception check was open to anyone, I rolled a 25.
Oh,
Ooh.
shit. Okay.
I don't know if that
Okay.
gets any more than what Klyx got.
Sure. On a 25, Gron, when you entered the room in the temple where this was taking place, you had noticed that a lot of these statues were of very specific people, different heroes in heroic poses, slaying various monsters. They all had title placards and everything. They seemed to be these historical heroes of Theros that a lot of people would remember and understand from the stories of the various ancient ages of the world. But these statues, there are a few of them that you recognize as the same, but on a 25, after your immediate vicinity, they all begin to lack definition and characteristic. Almost as if the farther away from where you just awoke you go, the less defined this space becomes, wherever this is. And the less detail these statues actually have. Some of their faces are completely blank. A lot of their different features that would identify them as the various humanoid races begin to dull or vanish.
Can I try to roll Arcana, maybe to know about what this spell affecting us is?
Okay, go ahead.
If I may, I'd like to do the same.
That's only a 13.
Okay.
No.
On a 13, this is certainly very powerful illusory magic. You would probably be able to piece together that this could be what has happened to Elspeth, and possibly even those oracles that you found. Beyond that, you probably wouldn't know what this spell is or how it works. axe. It seems to be certainly very powerful, but also unique to anything else you've experienced in your understanding and schooling of magic.
This is all an illusion, but it is powerful.
Gron is gonna run his finger on the edge of his blade. Do I feel pain right now?
You run your finger along your blade, and it's sharp, and you do feel it.
Okay.
And then you mentioned there were shadowy figures of ourselves.
So the same statues that you saw just before you fell unconscious are still here.
But they look like us.
Yes.
I'm going to go up to mine.
Okay.
Do I feel anything as I get closer before I do the next bullshit I'm going to try?
Sure. You approach, and you see this statue has an incredible likeness to you, as if whoever built this knows you well enough. It doesn't look like you do right now, though. It looks like you did before you met Gron and Andromedy in Akros. It's clad in a very tattered cloak, hood masking much of the face, but even so, beneath you can see the scraggly fur and texture of filth that you once carried.
Okay. Klyx will get closer. You don't know it yet, but you'll come a long way. As I touch the statue.
Okay. Klyx, you reach out, and as soon as you touch this statue, you sense a drop in the pit of your stomach.
Yeah.
Like something truly awful could happen at any moment. And I need you to make a intelligence saving throw, please.
I had the dice in my hand. It was just one of those things where you know you're rolling. 18?
Okay, that ties this DC.
Nice.
And so you feel yourself start to panic. And Gron and Paravex, you see this, but very soon you're able to calm yourself down as you watch cracks start to form, Klyx, on this statue of yourself.
Okay.
And black shadows like ink begin pouring out of these cracks.
Okay. It's not me. I'm better than that. I'm gonna back away.
Give me a perception check. All three of you can do this.
No.
16.
Nat 1.
Okay. Klyx, you begin to back away as indeed something does begin to take form. This inky black mass begins coalescing on the pristine floor around you, and rising up out of it, you see a familiar figure. In choked, whispered breath, all three of you hear,
"Surely there is a more fitting epilogue to our performance together."
Not this
Fucking
guy
clown again. Are you kidding?
as a completely black visage of Atris rises, clad in a shining gold returned mask. What do you all do?
Roll initiative and kill it again. This is clearly the Genova of the campaign. Just a boss that keeps coming back. Sorry, Jimmy. I know that's not a reference, you know.
Kill it sounds good.
Yeah, I'm just gonna draw my weapons. At this point, is it just a formality? How would you like us to kill you?
Go ahead and roll initiative.
Oh, that's not bad. 18.
20.
13.
All right, as the three of you see this figure appear out of the shadows, Gron, you are up first.
How far away is this figure?
Close.
Let's kick things off then. Gonna run straight at him with both of my swords.
Go for it.
I'm going to rage as I reach him. Roll a dex save, please.
That is a 13.
13 fails. That's going to be 6 lightning damage.
Okay. You invoke your rage, and the lightning bolt strikes through this figure, and it passes straight through, seemingly with no effect.
Shit.
Okay.
Wow. That's immunity, right? Not just resistance.
It is an illusion.
That's something.
Oh, it's that, probably, yeah. Thank you, Scala's PCs, for once again correcting my misunderstanding. I love when Scala's PCs respond to Geppi getting things wrong.
Alright, here comes an attack.
Okay.
Reckless, that's fucking 29 to hit.
That definitely hits.
And that is 19 slashing damage. And 2 force damage.
You watch as this blade strikes straight through this form. It doesn't peel the shadows away like other semi-corporeal figures that you faced before. It strikes straight through as if there was nothing there at all, except this force damage seems to ripple across its form, and as it does, the figure vanishes in a swirl of shadows after that strike, and you can no longer see it.
What about the returned mask?
The return mask is gone.
Damn, okay. Interesting.
I don't have much I can do in this situation. I don't suppose looking around for it would help.
Give me a perception.
Okay. I mean, that's a 22.
Okay. You can see Gron directly behind you. On the floor, this mass of shadows beginning to reform. It appeared as though at the end of your turn, it would have surprised you somehow.
Got it. I want to drive my sword straight into this ground shadow.
Fucking cool.
Awesome. Go for it.
All right. There's another attack. That's a 21 to hit.
That'll hit.
Excellent. That is 9 slashing damage and 5 force.
Okay. Like the first strike, it appears to go straight through these shadows, but the force damage creating a ripple across this illusory figure, as Paravex has identified, breaking the illusion momentarily. And Gron, is there anything you would like to do at the end of your turn as this mass of shadows is temporarily scattered across the ground at your feet?
I want to be positioned near my allies.
Okay. Gron, at the end of your turn, you see this form rise back up out of the shattered remains, and with an arm outstretched, it says,
Just look how far being off book has gotten you.
and I am going to need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
All right. It's a 12.
That will fail, and you are feared, and
Damn it.
you have to use the dash action to move away from this figure. After that, we go on to Paravex.
Do the shadows seem to be coming from anywhere specifically, or are they just all around? Because they came out of the statue.
They did. Go ahead and roll Arcana or Insight, please.
18 Arcana.
Okay. This did certainly come out of Klyx's statue, and so this is very unfamiliar magic, but there could be something to that statue itself, which is still there, though these large cracks have formed.
Yeah, I think Paravex is going to start attacking the statue,
Okay.
seeing as this illusion doesn't seem to care too much about physical attacks. So just run up to the statue and roll a 2. Hopefully a 10 hits an inanimate object, but maybe not.
You strike out at this marble statue, and it only seems to glance off of its form.
Alright, I do have an extra attack now. Oh, that's another fucking 2.
Oh, no. You didn't even finish your sentence. You knew. Oh, no.
Oh, man.
Fucking dice.
Fuck this.
Okay.
Oh, no.
You take 2 swings at this statue. The blows connect, but seem to not have very much effect. Though Klyx, the same feeling of dread returns to the pit of your stomach as Paravex attacks this statue.
Seeing it happen, Klyx gets uneasy, but nothing mechanical?
Correct.
Got you. Now I know what I'm going to do when my turn comes up.
We go to Klyx.
Okay, cool. I think I understand this combat. I don't want to fuck with Gron's statue, because Gron's, I think, the only one that can do force damage. I don't know about Paravex. I'm going to attack my own statue.
Okay.
I'm going to bonus action hide behind it, and then attack it, if I may.
Okay.
Alright. The stealth is 26. Does the statue see me?
No, nor does this illusory figure of Atris.
Scala, what am I doing wrong? I see it so deeply on your face.
It is a statue.
Okay, it's not what I'm doing wrong, it's just the obvious thing.
Yeah.
Okay. 23 to hit.
That will hit. Roll damage.
It is a total of 32 piercing damage.
Okay. You connect with this dagger, and at the same point you struck this statue, you also feel this blow. Klyx, you take 16 piercing damage as you see this dagger strike into the statue, and the same ink-like shadows pour from the statue's wound.
Ouch. Okay, that's it for me.
Okay. You notice that the statue has taken damage. It looks like where you struck, these cracks are webbing out on its surface. And with that, we go on to this illusory image. On its turn, you see it sinks back into the shadows on the ground, and swirling towards Klyx rises again as a different figure, this time of not one face, but several, as the masks of the Orata rise out of the shadows, and in several voices, speaking in unison, say,
"A debt to be paid. Klyx, your time has come."
Klyx, I need you to make another intelligence save, please.
20.
Okay, that will pass, as you can feel yourself momentarily going a bit mad, but you manage to cast that feeling away and are not affected by this madness. With that, we're back to the top with Gron.
All right.
Gron is still frightened.
That fucking low roll. All right. Can I re-roll that at any point?
It is the fear spell. You have to dash, and out of line of sight, you repeat saves.
I'm going to dash. Can I attempt to get behind the statue?
Which one?
The biggest one. There's a Gron statue, right?
There is a Gron statue.
I'm going to attempt to get behind the Gron statue. Not actively mechanically hiding, but try and break line of sight.
Okay.
You're stealing Klyx's moves, hiding behind Gron.
Yeah, that's right.
Gron, you hide behind the statue of yourself. You notice as you approach with your dash, this statue also doesn't look like you do right now in this moment. You are wearing similar tatters to those you lived in the wastes.
Wasteland garb.
When you dwelled with the rest of the Bloodhorn. You see your man-sized maul at your side, and all manner of battle scars. You hide behind the statue, and go ahead and repeat that save.
Alright. 26.
Okay. You are no longer frightened.
Excellent. Was that on the end of my turn?
That was on the end of your turn. If there's something else you wanted to do, you could go ahead and do that.
Fuck, my rage is going to end. But I don't have any way of attacking as a bonus action, especially not as I'm dashing away. Alright, that's my turn. My rage ends.
Okay.
It's my last rage.
Yikes. At the end of Initiative 20, you all begin to hear, from seemingly all directions, shouts of terror. A woman's voice.
"Please, stop! Let me go! No, you can't! Those memories aren't yours, they're mine! You don't know what they're capable of!"
And in the shadows all around you, you can see terrifying creatures take form and dissipate all around. They are nothing like anything you have ever seen on Theros.
What the fuck? Okay.
Uh-oh.
Horrifying creatures. Many tendrilled, yet almost metallic in their qualities. And on this lair action, I need all three of you to make wisdom saves.
19.
That is only a 7.
It's a 15 for Klyx.
Okay, Klyx and Paravex, I need both of you to roll a D100, please.
Okay.
I don't think this is going to be a loot table.
Something tells me we're not doing a loot table.
Is this a charm or fear effect created by an aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead?
I do not think madness falls into either of those.
Okay, just thought I'd check, because I am immune to those.
Yeah.
93.
67.
Klyx, you begin experiencing multiple iterations of these figures of the Orata. These vivid hallucinations cause you to have disadvantage on ability checks for the next round. Paravex, you look out into the void and see these various writhing masses of figures enter and exit existence, and you are stunned for the next round.
Okie dokie.
As this fades, Gron, go ahead and roll Insight with advantage as you hear this voice.
15.
You may have not heard this voice yourself, but you certainly remember the vivid descriptions of the voice and the things that she was saying from Califex, having a similar experience to seemingly what you're going through right now.
Okay. I don't feel like that's actually helpful information. I think we already have the full picture of what's happening here.
I think so.
It is interesting, though, that Califex was hearing Elspeth way back then.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah.
We move on to Paravex, who is stunned.
I pass my turn.
We go on to Klyx.
So I just have disadvantage on ability checks, right?
Correct.
I'm going to keep doing what I've been doing.
Okay.
Bonus action, hide. I'll do disadvantage. It's still a 17.
Actually, a 17, you're not hidden from these illusory errata, and so you do not roll against either target with advantage.
Okay, all right. Flat roll it is. I'm going to attack with Fate Weaver's Needle just for a higher probability of a crit.
Okay.
It doesn't need to be a 19 because it was a natural 20.
Hell yeah.
I'm not slapping a sneak attack on it, which is a little bit of a bummer, but what can you do? Oh, but piercing does kick in, which is nice. It's 17 piercing damage. Not bad.
Okay, Klyx, as you strike out, again, a similar effect happens where you take 8 piercing damage from this blow.
I'm going to uncanny dodge it to 4. Hopefully that's the right move.
You stab into this statue of yourself, and as a reaction, dodge where you struck on your own body so that you do not take as much mental damage from being attacked.
I want to make sure I'm not misunderstanding you. You did say I took piercing damage this whole time,
Yeah.
right? Okay.
These damage effects appear to be mirrored to whatever you are doing.
They're like psychosomatic.
Yeah, it's not like you can see a physical wound. You don't see a stab into your own body, but that is what it feels like.
Got you.
It's a voodoo doll.
I only asked because I have resistance to psychic, so I wanted to make 100% sure. Cool. I used my entire turn economy to mitigate 4 damage, so it's good.
Awesome. Okay, we go on to this illusion, and Klyx, they stay right on you. These many faces, these masks surround you, and you hear these voices simultaneously speak again.
How strange. Together, you fear far less than you do apart. Heroes of Akros. But you will be worn down all the same.
And I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
24.
That will pass, and so as this illusory figure uses dissonant whispers, you don't take half of the following damage, you take a quarter of the following damage. 16, 8. You take 4 psychic damage.
Nice.
As your psychic shroud is able to protect you in this moment. We go back to the top with Gron.
Okay, now that I'm not raging, just gonna swing my sword around, see if I can get a little bit more force damage on this thing. 28 to hit,
That will definitely hit.
12 slashing, and 6 force, as I'm just trying to chop these things down.
Okay. You strike in, and Klyx, you take 6 slashing and 3 force as you see the statue shatter. The illusion swirls into shadow and fades away, gone.
Okay.
You all watch as soon as that happens, all of the other statues, except for that of Gron and Paravex, begin to shift around this space as if your frame of reference, your literal point of view, is changing dramatically, even though you are not actually moving at all. These statues moving around, some approach you very quickly, some move to the left of your vantage, some move to the right. The entire space, all of these statues shift immediately. And with that, we will exit initiative.
Andy, bravo.
Fucking awesome.
This is cool. I like this. This is great. I don't know what the fuck to do, but I like it.
Do we still see the monsters in the shadows around us?
Paravex, go ahead and roll perception for me.
Okay. Only a 7.
You do not.
Okay.
Is this a free perception anyone can roll?
We're out of initiative right now.
Okay. 14.
That one.
As you all catch your bearings, Klyx, you can see right on the edge of your field of vision, there does appear to be some movement, but it is not nearly as active as it was during the combat.
What manner of horrific creatures were those?
We knew this was coming. We knew some games would be played with our minds. And here we are. But we got through it. We'll be okay.
I don't think we're through it yet.
Well, we got through that part. But the horrific things, they're off in the distance now. Calmer than before.
Klyx, you say this, and you can sense now that this statue has been shattered, a bit of clarity in your mind, replacing a lot of the fear or worry that you may have felt upon entering this space. And as you feel that, I need you to roll a religion check with advantage, please.
You know, when you shatter a statue of your worst former self, you don't even need therapy. That's a 15.
Okay. You can feel the starlight eyes of Krufix in your mind, trying to reach you in this place.
I'm gonna sheath my weapons and then just lay still, my arms at my side, and just prepare to try and hear or divine what Krufix is trying to say.
And as if trying to break through a static of whatever is surrounding this place you find yourselves in, you hear in broken passages his voice.
Truth. You will find it soon. We will find it soon. Have faith.
And you feel you immediately gain all of the effects of a long rest, except for regaining health.
Nice.
I see. It seems that destroying that statue moved us through this illusory space. Perhaps we will need to do the same to the others.
That was my thinking as well, Paravex. The other two stayed around. And what's more, once mine went away, I feel clarity, refreshed, less hesitation with moving forward. Something I think the two of you could benefit from as well. How about this time we do it on 3?
All right, which one's next?
I go and take a look at my statue.
Yeah, Klyx will unsheath and start walking towards it as well.
Paravex, you approach, and you see yourself as you were when you were a warlock of Tefranos. Ashen, wicked, and the heads of many of the faithful that you had slain on your path at your feet.
Ooh.
Damn.
I did what I had to do.
Oh, yeah, sure.
I think we can all say that about something.
Yeah, we all did.
Perhaps it is better that this version of myself is in the past. I raise my axe and I take a swing at it.
Okay, make an attack roll.
Don't be a 2 this time.
No way.
It heard me, the fucker! It's a 2!
Oh, God.
Oh,
okay.
I can't even.
Unbelievable.
You swing the axe down, and glancing off this statue, you feel a horrible sinking in your stomach. A dark mark forms on the statue where it was struck, the blow glancing off. And very quickly, it begins to envelop the entire figure, turning it completely black. And I need us all to go ahead and reroll initiative.
13.
5.
23.
As this statue turns completely black, Klyx, you are up first.
I'm going to flank the statue with Paravex.
Okay,
I'm going to go first with the bolt blade dagger. 23 to hit.
that will hit.
Nice. Very good without critting. Okay. That is 33 piercing damage and 2 lightning damage.
All right, you strike in, and you see that the shadow that is covering this statue almost moves out of the way of your blade, and you strike into the stone facade. Paravex, you take 17 piercing damage and 1 lightning damage as this happens. The statue buckles, and you see that the black aura around the statue begins pouring off of it, though not down to the ground, straight up into the dark sky above you, as if it were liquid pouring off in reverse gravity. As this happens, is there anything else you would like to do?
Yeah, my offhand. 19 will crit.
Okay.
It is only 4 piercing damage, though.
Paravex, you take 2 more piercing damage.
Cha.
That is the worst crit probably any of us will ever get.
Offhand dagger crit, what are you going to do?
Right?
So, at the end of your turn, Klyx, all 3 of you see the sky above you go completely black as this ink that was pouring upwards covers the entire space above you and begins pouring down around the vicinity on all sides of you, enveloping you in this inky sky as In a reaction, Klyx, at the end of your turn, all of you hear a voice.
A starless night, the world in complete darkness. Lo, how we have gotten our wish, and Nyx is no more.
Klyx, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
You should have advantage on this one because you did use the bolt blade dagger.
I do, and I'm glad I do. It didn't help. Oh my god. Who's that? Who is that? As I roll a 13.
It is no one. Nothing. Just a shadow. A shadow of the world I would have seen.
That will fail, and similarly to Gron, after striking at these illusions, Klyx, you are feared.
The shadow's very real, and it's all around us. We need to leave.
Okay, so now on initiative 20, you all hear echoes of this woman shouting in the distance.
What's going on? Is someone else here? Where are you? These memories, these fears. Curse you, nightmare muse!
And piercing through this inky veil on all sides, you see these similar metallic tendrils. However, they quickly morph into open maws made of shadows. Gron and Klyx, you would immediately recognize these, similar to those you encountered when dealing with the blood of Kroxa, the Titan. And I need all three of you to roll me wisdom saves.
Natural 20, 25, get right the fuck out.
18.
Tonight's Paravex brought to you by the number 2. That's a 4.
Okay, Paravex, I'd like you to roll a D100.
10.
Paravex, as you hear all of these voices swirling around in this space, you begin to retreat into your mind and become paralyzed.
Okay.
Sorry, that reaction is
just not my day.
great. Thumbs up. Great.
Gron and Klyx, you see Paravex fall into this paralysis. Go ahead and give me insight checks.
18.
15.
Both of you would be familiar enough with this type of paralysis. Any damage that Paravex might take would knock them out of this stupor. As we go on to Gron.
Great. Let's kill two birds with one stone here.
There you go.
There it is. Yeah.
Gonna chip away at this statue with the great swords. Recklessly, that is 29.
That definitely hits.
Okay. That's gonna be 15 slashing and 2 force.
Gron, as you strike in Paravex, you take 7 slashing and 1 force. You are no longer paralyzed, and all of you watch as this statue also shatters. You see the sky, all of this ink, all of these maws, the tendrils, everything all around you quickly swirl in a tempest, and with it, these statues begin shifting again, more violently now, as you can feel the ground beneath your feet begin to tremble. And as this happens, Paravex, you can sense the approach of a powerful force in this place.
Okay.
Not just that of a powerful being, but you sense their magic. The space made manifest from it. And I would like you to roll Arcana with advantage.
18.
As this happens, you hear a whisper in your mind. What do you want?
Where is the Godslayer? I must know how she accomplished what she accomplished.
You do not get a response from this whisper, but you feel a sense that your desire is very quickly going to be fulfilled. As breaking through the sky, you can begin to see a similar scene to the night sky of Elysia. Almost as if piercing through these billowing shadows that make up this space, you can see beyond it into the sky that you are more familiar with. And as this happens, Paravex, you also gain all of the benefits of a long rest, except for regaining hit points.
This is like, would I have the opportunity to cheese this mechanic a little bit?
You never ask, you just do it.
I ask. Well, basically, would I have had an opportunity after that fight to lay on hands myself?
Oh, that's not even.
No, That happens, and then we end initiative, so...
I gotcha.
Yeah.
I ask.
If you could use a reaction to do something like that, I would say yes, but no. With this garden of statues and shadows shifted once more, the three of you see only the visage of Gron remaining.
And there was one.
All right, last one. Let's do what's worked so far. Gron's gonna run at it and start hitting it with the sword.
Okay.
25 to hit.
Definitely hits.
That's 11 slashing damage and 2 force.
Gron, as you slash into this statue, you take 5 slashing damage and 1 force. And you see, pouring out of the statue, much like Klyx, this ink falling to the ground, like spilled blood across the floor, and rising out of it, you do not see a monster, you do not see a horror, you see what looks like the figure of Califax. And let's all go ahead and re-roll initiative one more time.
This is like a shadowy form of Califax?
Yes.
Yeah. 17.
12.
23.
Up first is Klyx.
The huge flank hit. There's a 19 on the dice, so I don't need to reroll.
Okay.
It's a crit. It's a total of 37 piercing damage.
Ouch.
Holy shit. Gron, you take 18 piercing damage, and Klyx, you see, like blood being spilled from this statue, more of this ink fall to the ground in a large smattering, and you begin to see another figure take shape. Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
Offhand. Does an 18 hit?
An 18 will hit.
Okay. Okay. 2 magical piercing damage.
Gron, you take 1 more piercing damage.
You know, if we just keep doing 1 damage, Gron will take no damage in these reactive damage little moments.
Minimum of 1.
Okay, never mind then. Yeah. Strategy rebuked.
Klyx, at the end of your turn, you see the figure of Califax turn around and look directly at you.
You're all going to get yourselves killed. You have none but yourself to blame.
And I'm going to need you to repeat the wisdom saving throw.
21 total.
That will pass, and you are not feared.
We're sticking together. We're gonna be just fine. In fact, we're saving ourselves.
As we go on to Initiative 20, there is a bit of direction that comes to the voice that you've been hearing now, as through these openings out into the sky of Elysia, you can hear once more this woman crying.
No, these are not your nightmares. Please, you must save yourselves. They know about them. They know what they can do. This world is not ready. It cannot face them.
And almost fighting to retake those tears out into the sky, you see violent spikes and blades made of shadows layer one after another across these openings. And this shadow that acts like liquid pouring down from them, raining like an oil onto your bodies.
Oh, shit.
I need all of you to repeat the Madness Wisdom save.
Nice. 21 again.
18.
Nat 20. Total of 27.
Awesome. All three of you pass, though for a moment, as you look to each other, where the shadow spills across your forms, a disturbing metallic flesh meld to your bodies.
What the fuck?
And then vanish into a black smoke.
Damn. Wow. That's creepy shit. I don't want to know what the fuck was on the other end of that fail.
We go on to Gron.
All right. Gron, in this moment, riding on that nat 20, is at this point 100% certain that none of this is real. This thing here is in no part anything that has to do with the real Califax at all. And he's going to brace himself and start swinging into the statue again.
Okay.
27 to hit.
Definitely hits.
10 slashing damage and 6 force.
Okay, so you take 5 slashing damage and 3 force damage as this statue begins to crumble at your assault.
Look out, Gron's under 100 hit points now.
Uh-oh, this is perilous.
There comes another swing. Chipping away. Ooh. No, it's still a 21.
Okay, that'll hit.
Oh my god.
That's 11 more slashing and 1 more force.
Okay, so that is 5 more slashing and 1 more force. Anything else from Gron?
No, I'm not going to pay this Califex figure any mind, because I feel like the longer I look at it, I'm going to start to have second thoughts.
Roll some D100s, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just going to keep my mind on destroying this statue, and that'll be my turn.
Okay, this figure of Califex turns to you, Gron, as behind him, from the pools of this shadow, from Klyx and your own assaults on this statue, rises another figure, that of Hargot. Califex, looking at you, his shadowy visage, saying,
But what if Klyx is wrong? But what if all of this is wrong?
as you see Hargot draw the original Blood Axe of Fury and swing into Califex. Seeing this, Gron, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
All right. 15.
Gron, that will fail.
Yep.
And a crown of madness begins to appear around your horns and head. And for the duration, you view Klyx and Paravex as enemies to you and Cal.
Great.
Okay.
After that, we go on to Paravex.
Alright, I'm just gonna attack the statue.
Okay.
So an 18 to hit.
That will hit.
Okay, and a natural 20 to hit.
That will
Yep.
absolutely
Hell
fucking
yeah.
hit.
Fucking do this.
First attack is 9 slashing and 5 necrotic.
Okay, so Gron, that's 5 slashing and 4 necrotic.
And the second attack is 14 slashing damage.
And Gron, that is another 7 slashing damage. As Paravex, you see this statue on the second swing shatter, and the illusory images along with it. I think the blade, if you remember, has something on kill, which would count for this.
Okay, so I regain 7 hit points. Nice.
As this happens, you all see these tears in the space reform, and very quickly the shadows all around you swirl as if you are in the eye of a hurricane. This massive column of swirling black shadows, the statues all being swept up in this violent gale force, crumbling into rubble, some heads and arms and torsos remaining intact, and others turning to stones and pebbles and dust. You see all of this swirling up around you, as ahead you see one statue and one figure staring up, that of Elspeth staring at herself.
Nice. Do we exit initiative or no?
And with that, we will exit initiative.
Alright, cool.
Do I get a long rest?
Gron, you take all of this in, and in your heart, you feel that you made the right choice. You feel that even though you are in the Underworld, your bond with Califex is something that not even this magic of nightmares and horrors can shake. Go ahead and make me an insight check with advantage.
14.
Feeling all of this as the statue of your former self crumbles and is taken up in this tempest, you also regain the effects of a long rest, except for recovering health.
Nice.
And so, in this eye of the storm that is these swirling shadows, you see Elspeth ahead of you.
Wait, Simede's not here, right?
She is not here.
Right. Hark.
When all else fails, just have Gron say hark to move the plot along.
Are you Elspeth?
She does not move, almost as if she can't move in this moment, but she cries out,
I am Elspeth. Who are you?
I'm Gron, one of the heroes of Akros. I'm here to find you.
Well, it's a pleasure, Gron. Though I fear we're all trapped here now. I can't look away. These fears, these torments, they've been too strong.
Don't panic. We're here to help.
The statue.
Agreed. Let's just do this one more time.
Wait. Never fucking mind. I don't think there's any reason for Paravex to know anything else out of character.
Oh, cool. So we're not supposed to do this, but our characters wouldn't know it, so we're going to do it.
No, that's not what it is.
Oh, okay.
It's up to you. I mean, it definitely would feel like one of those moments. If you've got any potions or anything left.
Right, Jimmy?
One of those moments.
Yeah.
One of those immediately before a boss fight moments.
Klyx will unsheath his weapons and then just look back to Paravex. Elspeth is far stronger than any one of us alone. Would it be unreasonable to think that whatever's living in that statue would be more dangerous to us than what we just encountered? And since we know where this is going, as Klyx says this, Paravex, you would see Klyx is a little scuffed.
Yeah.
The right foe could go sideways, but who knows?
I can't do much about the scuffing, because my spell slots are really limited.
Yeah.
But we know that most of these things have been doing fear stuff, so here's what I'm going to do. Shadows and terrors. I can ward our minds against them. I am not traditionally what you would call a hero, but still, I fight for the virtue of truth, and this virtue gives me strength, and some of that strength I will share with you, my friends. I take the Stone of Knowledge, that is probably at this point orbiting around my head. It holds 3 levels of spells, and 2 of them are taken up by a Zone of Truth, but I'm going to imbue a first level heroism into it, and I'm going to give that to somebody. Probably you, Klyx. You now have the ability to cast heroism.
Oh, cool.
And Zone of Truth, if you want. Importantly, it would be you casting it, because I can only concentrate on one spell.
Yeah, basically, you could still cast it before whatever kicks off, but you're the one holding concentration instead of Paravex.
Got you.
I'm going to cast a 2nd level heroism on myself and Gron, so that we have immunity to fear. Also, we all gain 4 temporary hit points.
Nice.
Awesome.
Okay.
Actually, Klyx, because you're casting it, you would gain your charisma modifier, minimum 1.
Oh, nice. Klyx will cast heroism, puffing up his chest, taking a deep breath. Give yourself more credit, friend. You've been with us long enough. You're a hero.
Let us proceed.
Okay, Klyx part 2. Fucking spit at my compliments.
Somebody needs to be the edgelord if you're not going to do it.
Yeah, that's right. That's fair.
The 3 of you approach Elspeth and her statue. You can see that she is frozen in place, a look of terror in her eyes, as she clutches in 2 hands to her chest a jet black spear.
Fuck.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
That looks nice.
Yeah. It looks like it might be able to kill a god, right?
Maybe.
You all hear a voice from the swirling shadows around you.
The 3 of you really are something amazing. What a little teamwork can do. Your minds. Such simple yet vast canvases. Let's see how they bend to the horrors of worlds beyond. Or will they shatter? Come! Let us test this hypothesis.
Everybody roll initiative.
Nat 20. 21.
19.
7.
Up first, at 21, is Paravex. You see, dripping from the pores of the statue, this inky shadow, this oil-like substance. And all 3 of you feel a sense of coming horror.
If it's just oil, I'm going to attack the statue.
Okay.
I will use my Channel Divinity and swear a vow of enmity against this statue. No shadow will keep me from my goal. Begone! And I will attack. Fuck. With advantage, a 14.
That will not do it. Your blade glancing off the statue.
Second attack, an 18.
That will hit.
Okay, so that'll be 12 slashing damage, magical, and 5 necrotic.
Okay. You swing into the statue, and more of this oil spills across the ground as you hear Elspeth shout, No, that won't work! I can't take any more! As you see her buckle in her paralysis as you strike into the statue.
Forgive me, Godslayer, but you are already dead, and we must break this illusion. That is my turn.
On initiative 20, you see out from this swirling tempest that now surrounds you, these black metallic tentacles lash out at your party. And I'm going to need everybody to make me dex saves, please.
13.
Fuck. 10.
10 as well.
Holy shit.
This might be the only fucking dex save fail we have from Klyx in a minute.
All three of you fail.
Oh my god, this is bad.
As these tendrils restrain you.
Fuck.
Well, shit.
Well, shit.
As we go on to Gron.
Can I attack the statue with disadvantage?
Absolutely.
Then I'm going to attack recklessly for a flat attack here.
Okay.
It's a 25 to hit.
That will hit.
12 on the D12 for 17 slashing damage and an additional 5 force damage.
Okay. You hear Elspeth cry out again as she appears to be, like the three of you before, taking some damage from these blows. Anything else from Gron?
Yeah, I have another attack, but between these attacks, I want to look at Elspeth and I want to look at this statue. Is this a different appearance of Elspeth in the statue, just as ours were different appearances?
Give me a insight or perception check.
That's a 23 perception.
Holy shit. You can see that this is an identical likeness to the Elspeth you see before you.
Interesting.
They're both wearing a circlet, hair pulled back in a braid. They have the same plate and chain armor and this spear in both hands.
Okay, Gron would want to bring that to the attention of the rest of the group. Hold on. Her appearance. This statue is how she looks now, not in the past, as with us.
Can I roll Arcana with that bit of information to know anything else?
Or insight. Is insight also valid here?
Arcana or insight?
15 Arcana.
It's worse than that, so.
Okay, Paravex, all you would be able to get from that is this notion that it seemed like these likenesses have been appearing to take on the forms that were associated with the most fears or guilts, even, of the people they were representing. You can't really suss out whether or not that's tied directly to any of the magical effects that they have.
It seems that she still carries many burdens full of anxiety and regret.
So Gron is going to think to himself that he thinks it's possible that because this statue looks so much like her as she presently is, that we actually might be killing her by attacking this statue. But I think that he would still think it's the right thing to do to attack the statue. So he's
Okay.
going to take his other attack. 23 to hit.
Hits.
7 slashing and 4 force.
Okay. Anything else from Gron?
No, that's it.
All right. On initiative 17, from all of the shadows, this oil that is spilled onto the ground around this statue, the three of you see rising up not a humanoid figure, but a monster. Its gaunt limbs, spiked body and tail, a gaping maw of razor-sharp teeth, and several empty eye sockets. Its arms breaking apart at odd joints with long, spiked claws. Elspeth shrieks, "No! Save yourself! Save yourself! Run!" as this terrifying creature takes form. It is going to move with erratic, odd movements towards Gron and Paravex, the two who have begun their assaults, and drive one of these spiked claws towards Gron. That is a 24 to hit. Mm-hmm. You take 14 slashing damage, and as it removes this spike, it leaves behind this oil-like shadow in the wound. It seems like at the start of each of your turns, this scything shrapnel will continue to do damage in this wound.
Okay.
It makes a second attack towards Paravex, and with its gaping maw, it lashes out. But that is only going to be a 15 to hit.
Just misses.
Nice.
Ooh.
Nice.
Just missing. You can see you're able to dodge these razor-sharp fangs made of this black shadow. As we go on to Klyx.
Klyx might be getting the sense that Elspeth is feared by this creature, but perhaps destroying the statue might break her free of the fear. So if we attack the statue, we get another ally in this fight. That as an insight roll or something?
You can go ahead and attempt an insight roll.
Okay, thank you. No. Fucking goddamn, it's a 4. And now I don't know what to do with this turn. I don't want to waste my turn economy hitting a statue.
I will just say, generally, it doesn't appear as though these mechanics are operating any differently than what you've faced so far.
Okay, and the statues weren't really causing us the fear directly. I'm going to use my action to try and break free of the restraints.
Okay, give me a athletics or acrobatics check.
Okay, cool. 25.
That will pass.
Awesome. All right, I'm actually going to use my bonus action to hide behind the statue. I actually don't know what the name of this creature is, but this metallic, oily, terrifying fucking thing. Is this near enough the statue where next turn I might be able to attack from a hidden position?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to hide behind the statue with a 19 stealth.
Okay. It appears as though you're hidden for the time being.
And that is my turn.
All right. On initiative 5, all of you see, apparating out of the clouds of shadows, the now familiar to all three of you, gaunt figure of the Nightmare Muse themselves. Their horned head, vacant face, save but swirling smoke trailing off behind them. Their elegant, dark cloak and clawed black fingers.
She tries so hard to shield her fears from this world, but I have learned the truth. These Phyrexians are a masterpiece of fear. The gods of this world would not stand a chance.
They look down to Gron and Klyx, and pointing with a clawed finger towards Paravex.
Have they told the two of you the full story of why the gods hold so dearly to their Nixian power? Oh, for if that were to fade, imagine the fear this world would know.
And they're going to cast Eye Bite. And using a twinned spell, Gron and Klyx, can you please make me wisdom saves?
Okay. Yep.
14.
19.
Okay. Klyx, you will pass, barely.
Holy shit. Okay.
But Gron, you succumb to a sickening feeling as Ashiok's words resonate in your very core. And for the duration, you have disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks. At the end of Ashiok's turn, this Phyrexian Obliterator is going to use a legendary action to make an attack. Klyx, because you saved, it is going to strike out at you. That is a 19 on the dice.
Yeah. But what's the mod?
Do you really want to know?
It doesn't. No, I actually, well, if I mean, for science, I would love to know.
I guess probably plus 12 at the low end, maybe plus 13.
Oh, come on, it's only a plus 10.
Okay,
Oh.
generous.
And with this Executioner's Pick...
Fuck.
You said the first word of that was execution, right?
Yep.
Great. Well, how much damage?
It deals 20 piercing damage,
It deals 10. I'm absolutely fucking uncanny dodging this.
but your body is impaled to the ground by this spike that it drives through you.
Nice. That's good that I got out of the restraints. Wait a minute. I'm hidden. Should have made that with disadvantage?
If it saw you, you know?
Yeah, it did see you.
How did it see me? Unless Ashiok exposed me in some way. But
They do have blind sight because they have no face. So,
Yeah, that would do it.
while impaled in this way, you are grappled by this spike.
sick.
Going back to the top of initiative, we are back to Paravex.
Okay, I am going to Misty Step out of these restraints, around to the back of the statue.
Nice.
There it is.
Hell yeah.
I think Paravex's Misty Step just looks like the Radigan teleport. Flash of gold light disappears, other flash of gold light reappears.
Nice.
And then I'm going to continue to attack the statue that I have vowed enmity against. So does a 17 hit?
A 17 just hits.
Okay, so that will be 10 slashing and 4 necrotic damage.
Okay.
Extra attack. Also hits with an unnatural 20, and I will add a first level Divine Smite to this. I feel like time is of the essence, so So that'll be 11 slashing and 8 radiant damage.
Okay. You can see that this statue is beginning to show a lot of wear as you have taken a good chunk out of it. And unlike when you had been battling with your own fears and destroying your own statues, it appears as though this horror is not tied in the same way to this statue. But you can see that Elspeth's mental bonds are being torn at from your assaults. On initiative 20, from the tempest surrounding this combat, a torrent of this shadowy oil is whipped up. Please make wisdom saves.
19.
10.
16.
Okay. Klyx and Paravex, please roll a D100.
I'd say this is going well, team. What do you think? It's a fucking catastrophe.
47.
Hey, friend. Also 47.
No way. Get the fuck out.
I swear to you, I'm looking at the 47 right now.
Holy shit. Okay, well, both of you begin babbling nonsense, are incapable
yeah.
of normal speech or spellcasting that requires it.
I don't know shit like that.
Rada, rada, rada. Rada, rada, rada.
Smarf McGorf. Smarf McGorf.
Oh my god.
Rada, rada.
What? What happened?
Rooney Tooney. Rooney Mooney.
Uh-oh.
No, Jesus Christ.
Just say the Chwinga names, basically.
Gron, it's your turn. At the beginning of your turn, you take 9 necrotic damage from the shrapnel.
Well, I can't move, but it's a whole action to get unrestrained, and I can take a few more hits. I'm gonna rage.
Okay.
Am I in melee range of the monster?
Yes.
Okay. The monster's gonna make a dex save.
Okay. It gets a 8, but will choose to use a legendary resistance and pass.
Alright. Takes 2 lightning damage.
Oh, fuck. That was just for the stupid rage thing. Okay, fine.
Good, fuck you. Yes. Wasted a legendary resistance on 2 lightning damage.
That's fine.
Perfect.
Love it.
It does not have a great amount of intelligence. It would use these pretty much as soon as possible.
I'm gonna keep swinging at this statue.
Okay.
Reckless for a flat roll, and that is 29.
That definitely hits.
Excellent. And that's 14 slashing damage, and an additional 2 force damage.
Okay.
Statue still up?
The statue remains, and you can see that Elspeth is starting to look very injured. She is breathing very heavily. She looks incredibly fatigued and covered in sweat. She looks like she is in an incredible amount of agony.
Okay. Well, I've already committed to this plan, so here goes another one. It's gonna miss probably with a 13.
13 will miss.
Okay.
Anything else from Gron?
No.
At the end of your turn, Gron, I need you to repeat a wisdom save for the eye bite.
Okay. 10.
It remains. At the end of your turn, the Phyrexian will make an attack at you. That is a 21 to hit.
Yeah.
You take 18 piercing damage, halved to 9.
Shit. Gron's looking more hurt than he has been in a while.
Yeah, it's rough.
Because somebody else is currently impaled, you do not become impaled by this assault.
Got it.
That was that legendary action. It is now this horror's turn. Sensing the destruction of this mental prison that Elspeth has been trapped in, it is going to unleash its reality-shaping hex.
Enough.
What the fuck?
Bullshit.
It unleashes a wave of perception-distorting energy. And I need all 3 of you to make a wisdom save, please.
Fucking 7.
No, 6.
22.
Okay.
This is really not good.
Gron, you are unaffected by this wave of energy. Klyx and Paravex, you both take 16 psychic damage
No, I take 8.
and are blinded until the end of its next turn.
Heroism remains, but shit.
Yikes. Actually, I need to roll heroism twice, because I got hit before. Yeah, remains. I'm good. Now that it's fucking doing anything for us.
You should be gaining 4 temp HP at the start of each of your turns.
Oh, at the start of each?
There's that.
I'd be gaining 3, but yeah.
Right.
So I'm just 4 higher than I was before.
At the end of its turn, Ashiok is going to use their Planeswalker feature. You can see this shadowy energy emanates from their chest. Tapping into their Planeswalker spark, they are able to essentially use legendary actions. And they are going to cast one of their signature spells. They point a clawed finger towards Paravex.
Do you really think you have what it takes to challenge the gods?
And I need you to make a wisdom save.
Okay. On a 21, I have always had faith in my mission, if not myself.
Awesome.
Nice.
You are not confused.
Fuck yes!
Wait, would Paravex say that or something like "Meow, why don't you come in on
Paravex thinks they say that, but instead they say Meepo Moppo, Ruffle Huffle, stop me!
Oh, come on! Come on!
You put the fucking spell in here, man. You can't.
They mentally understand what you said. The comment
okay.
stands.
I know.
It's Klyx's turn.
I think we're all a little confused here, but I'm going to go with what everyone else is doing. I'm going to attack the statue. I assume I'm in a flank, even though I'm grappled by this claw in me, right?
Yes, so this would be a flat roll.
It would be a flat roll. Oh, okay. It crit, though.
Ah, nice!
Okay. Jesus.
Would I still get sneak attack?
Yes, you would have sneak attack.
Cool. Okay, that is 57 piercing damage.
Holy shit.
Wow.
It turns into the statue of David.
Jesus Christ. Klyx, you strike into this statue, and it shatters as Elspeth collapses to the ground. This Phyrexian horror remains.
I'll just offhand it. 19 hit?
That'll hit.
4 piercing damage.
All right. Klyx, at the end of your turn, you hear Ashiok say,
It looks like you managed to free her, but does she still have the strength to stand? Perhaps it is not her destiny.
and they will use another spark point, and Klyx, I will need you to make a wisdom save.
18. Fingers crossed. Andy.
That will
Andrew.
just pass as
Okay.
you tie, and you do not succumb to the hypnotic pattern that begins to form around you.
Ah.
All right, good. Klyx swats away at that notion and stares right down at Ashiok. Borfnagar, Morocco, Mamingame.
Awesome. It's Ashiok's turn, and sensing that they are perhaps about to become a target in this fight, you can see that out of the shadows around them, 2 more visages of Ashiok appear as they cast Mirror Image, and then with a quickened spell, they look down towards Klyx, and I need you to make another wisdom save.
20 dirty.
Whew.
That will pass, and you do not succumb to Phantasmal Killer as the shadows that begin swirling around you are dissipated as you save. That is Ashiok's turn, and we're back up to the top with Paravex. Klyx and Paravex can now speak normally.
Okay. Can I get over to Elspeth without taking an attack of opportunity from this monster?
Yes, because you wouldn't be leaving its threatened area.
Great. I walk over there, and I'm just gonna lay on hands on her for a lot. 15. It's a lot for me. It's more than half of mine.
You do this, and she regains consciousness with a deep breath.
Rise, Godslayer.
Thank you. Anything else from Paravex?
That's my turn.
Okay. On initiative 20, beating the lair action is Elspeth.
Nice.
See this fucker go.
She gets up, the black spear still in both of her hands. She stares directly at Ashiok,
I've had just about enough of this torture.
and she looks to the 3 of you,
Why don't we get the hells out of here?
and she jumps up, spear in hand, to strike out at this Phyrexian horror. She makes an attack. With advantage, she crits.
Yes.
Nice.
Not even kidding.
Excellent.
Good. I don't care. Even if you were kidding, I'd be like, please make that true. I want to get the fuck out of this combat. I'm very scared.
With a divine smite, she unloads.
The adjective unloads tells me this is going to be a whomper for sure.
Considering these are 5th level paladin spells, yeah.
This number is gonna be insane.
Just gonna roll this on Google.
Andy rolling on Google. Andy has a fucking graveyard of dice and a bucket near him, probably. So.
A graveyard of dice. I like that as a collective noun.
Yeah, right? It's a murder of crows or a graveyard of dice. But they're not dead.
Because, they're the bones, right? You roll the bones. So you've got a graveyard of dice.
Yeah, exactly. You gotta get Andy a life-size coffin for all of his dice.
Some of these are pretty low, but she deals 66 damage to this Phyrexia. And you can see that it takes a huge chunk out of the form of this horror. And she says to the three of you, hang on to the faith in yourselves. I know we can do it. And that is Gron's turn. Gron, at the beginning of your turn, you take 6 necrotic damage.
Am I still restrained?
Yes.
Then I am now going to direct my attacks at this Phyrexian horror. Damn it. 16 to hit.
That will just miss.
Yeah, thought so. Just gonna try it again.
Okay.
Oh my god. Well, that's one more. Does one more hit?
A 17 just hits.
Excellent. That's all you need. That's a very good damage roll. That'll be 19 slashing.
Awesome.
And 4 force.
Nice.
Let's have this horror make a dex save.
Okay. That is a 15.
That does not pass. You get 6 lightning damage. Best case scenario for that feature. That's it. That's Gron.
Okay. Gron, at the end of your turn, in response, this Phyrexian is going to use a legendary action to make an attack at you. Shit, it only got a 3 on the dice. That's going to miss.
Great.
Did you attack recklessly? Was that with advantage?
Oh, that wasn't with advantage. Hold on. Sorry. Thank you.
Sorry.
Yep. He crit.
It crit.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck
Just
me.
say the fucking thing that happened.
It crit.
Why do I bring these things up?
Here's 4d10 plus mod.
Shit.
You take 32 piercing damage, halved to 16, but you are not impaled, because Klyx is still impaled.
Okay.
That was its legendary action, and it is now its turn.
Sick.
It is going to turn towards Paravex, who freed and revived Elspeth, and it is going to make its scything shrapnel attack. That is going to be a dirty 20 to hit.
Absolutely.
That is 12 slashing damage.
Paravex is out.
Oof. Paravex falls unconscious.
That mean heroism fades, right?
On Gron and I, not on you, because you cast your own.
Yeah.
Sentinel. I'm going to attack the Phyrexian horror.
Okay.
With another 6 on the dice for 17 to hit.
Oh, that'll just hit.
Yeah.
Oof.
Gron, when he's not swinging with advantage, has some issues. Alright. That's a 12 on the d12, though.
Yes.
That's going to be 20 slashing damage.
Whew.
And does it also add force on an attack of opportunity?
Have you connected 2 separate swings this turn?
No. I missed the first one.
So then yes. It's 1 with each blade per round.
Alright, great. So then, 1 force.
Okay. This monster is starting to look worn. You can see this oil dripping from its joints and pooling on the ground around it. As we go on to Klyx.
I'm going to use my action to try and get out of the restraints, because I'm not going to be able to roll with advantage unless I get the fuck out of the situation. Fuck yeah. I don't know what I add or what I do to do this, but whatever the dice is 19 on the dice, so I think that's good.
So you would need to roll acrobatics?
Oh my god. Okay, it's a fucking 32.
That'll definitely pass.
Okay. So I'm out of there, and then bonus action, I guess I'll hide somewhere underneath this thing where it would not really be able to see me unless it thrashed around or something, maybe.
Okay.
26.
All right. Klyx, you are hidden, and we go on to Ashiok's turn. Looking down towards you, Gron, they say,
It would appear as though your enchantment has faded. Let's see what you make of your friends now.
and I need you to make an intelligence save.
Okay. That's 4.
That will fail.
Oh, no.
And you lose the ability to distinguish friend from foe. And all of your allies are now your enemies for the duration. Any targets you make are now chosen randomly.
Okay.
As you succumb to this enemies abound.
Ooh.
That's from Xanathar.
Good thing I'm staying the fuck hidden.
We go back to the top. Paravex,
Death save.
please make me a dex save.
Do I take damage from the thing, or is that only while I'm conscious?
No, you do.
Okay, so I fail one death save, but then I make another death save. Nat 20.
No shit!
Nice.
Excellent.
Paravex, you rise. What do you do?
Am I still blind? That was only for one round, right?
That was one round, yep.
Okay. You know what? Fuck it. Let's just attack the horror. I move into a flank around it with Gron, and I'm gonna start swinging. 15 doesn't hit, does it?
That will miss.
And extra attack. 22 hits, though, right?
Hits.
Okay. And I will add a smite to this, because Jesus fuck. We got 11 magical slashing damage, 3 necrotic damage, and 5 radiant damage.
All right, it is continuing to look worn. Elspeth shouts,
That's the way I faced this obliterator once before. We will not fall to it.
at the end of your turn, Ashiok is going to use another spark point and is going to cast Fear. Paravex, I need you to make a wisdom save.
Okay. That's another nat 20. Dang! 23.
All right.
Nice.
They attempt to conjure more horrors to frighten you, Paravex, but you are able to stand your ground.
I told you, I will not allow the shadow to have power over me.
After that, we go on to Elspeth. She is going to look towards you.
You fight with courage and conviction, but you're going to need more than words. You need to recover your strength if you're going to continue to stand.
And she's going to lay her hands on your shoulder, and she's going to heal you for 30.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Right, high-level paladins.
High-level paladins. That's not even all of her pool.
Okay.
And then at the end of her turn, she's going to use one of her spark points
Been waiting for this.
and recast heroism on herself and Gron. And so Gron, you automatically snap out of the enemies abound, and you currently have heroism.
Great.
What's her charisma modifier?
+5, so you gain 5 temp hit points.
Hey.
That is her turn. It is now Gron's turn.
No lair action?
I mean, if you want one.
Andy's looking over there like, well, I could just fucking cook one up for you real quick. Kitchen's right here, buddy. We don't. No.
No, there's gonna be one.
You fuck.
Now that's an example of where I should have stayed quiet.
Jimmy and I care too much about continuity to be dishonest about these things.
We move on to the lair action, and Gron is immune to this, but I'm going to need Paravex and Klyx to make wisdom saves.
Sorry, guys.
There's my, 5th 2 of the night. It's a 5.
It is 23.
Okay, Paravex, you are feared.
Ah!
I also am immune to it. My heroism has not gone away yet.
Right, because he cast it from the Stone of Knowledge.
Okay, nice. So, Paravex, you're feared. The source of your fear is the Phyrexian Obliterator. We go to Gron. Gron, you take 9 necrotic damage.
All right, let's take care of this thing. I'm still rolling flat, reckless. 24 to hit.
Definitely hits.
12 slashing damage, and an additional 3 force damage.
Okay,
Coming around again. That's going to miss with a 14.
that'll miss.
All right, cool. I still have this extraneous bonus action, so make a dex save.
Okay. It got a nat 1. It'll use another shitty legendary reaction to mitigate whatever tiny amount of lightning damage this is going to be.
It's going to be 6, half to 3 lightning damage.
That did it. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my god, that would have been so funny.
I
if
would
it
fucking
did.
have died if that happened.
No, it didn't do it. Gron, at the end of your turn, it's going to use its legendary action and take a swing at you. Klyx is no longer grappled, so as it hits with its Executioner's Pick on a 22, that will be 16 piercing halved to 8, and you are grappled as you are impaled by this spike.
Not good. Gron is not good.
Oh no. Oh no.
That is now the Phyrexian's turn. It lets out a terrifying shriek and is going to make 2 attacks. It slashes its scything shrapnel towards Paravex, but might actually miss. That's a 15.
Just misses.
Just misses.
Good.
The second attack it'll take towards Elspeth
I would like to attack as a reaction before this.
Attack's on the stack.
Attack is on the stack.
Go for it.
Okay. There's the minimum. That's the 17 to hit.
17 just hits.
It's only 7 slashing. And it is with the sword that hasn't hit yet, so that's another 6 force damage.
Okay. Looking very hurt, but still standing. It takes its second attack towards Elspeth and will connect. You see she is momentarily impaled by one of these massive spike-like claws, taking a bit of damage there as she retches up a bit of blood. As we go on to Klyx.
Okay. Gonna attack it from a hidden position.
Okay.
25 to hit.
That hits.
29 piercing damage.
Damn.
It's a pretty good sneak attack.
Klyx.
Yes!
Paint a picture.
Okay, Klyx is hidden underneath this Phyrexian obliterator and sees one of its large spikes come down on the ground and takes that opportunity to run quickly up it and then just connects his dagger right into the open mouth of this thing and just pulls it down straight to the ground. The Phyrexian obliterator crashes into the ground as my dagger does that last bit of damage to bring it to its death.
Hell yeah. As that happens, the swirling storm of shadows that has surrounded this combat bursts into purple, black, and blue starlight and dissipates. Suddenly, as if waking violently, the three of you find yourselves in the same room filled with the statues, with Elspeth now freed from her paralysis. She looks back at the three of you as you rise. You freed me. Where is Ashiok? She begins looking around. Everybody roll perception.
Ugh, nat 1.
2.
16.
Okay. Klyx, you see immediately the Nightmare Muse skulking about behind various shadows from the statues that remain in this place. And you also notice on that 16 that the spear that Elspeth is wielding seems to be radiating a strong, dark purple, almost black aura. She looks about.
I know you're here. Come out! Face us!
They're navigating behind the statues. Be on alert.
The four of you see now Queen Symede rush into this scene.
Elspeth, you're free! I can't believe it.
And she takes Elspeth's hand in both of hers.
What happened to you?
Come now, Queen of Akros. You're far cleverer than you lead on. Surely you can piece it together.
I know this is a fucking long shot. Can I roll insight on that? Doesn't matter if it is, because I rolled a 3.
Ashiok is getting at something here.
Yeah, no shit.
But Klyx does not know.
Nope.
You see Elspeth take this spear in both hands and point it directly at Ashiok, as you hear Symede say,
You have tortured this world with your nightmares long enough.
What do the three of you do?
Paravex is staring intently at the weapon. Can I roll Arcana on that?
Absolutely.
That's a 19 Arcana.
As you arrived in this space and saw Elspeth in the form of paralysis, waking nightmare situation, she was holding this exact same spear, and it was completely black. On a 19, you recognize this to be the form of Cursor, Heliod's sacred weapon, a god weapon. Very much like Gron and Klyx would know the Creation's Eye to be, or Perforos's Hammer, or Erebos's Whip. These are the pinnacle of the material manifestation of the god's powers. And on a 19, Paravex would think this appears to be a completely black, either manipulated or transformed, or perhaps itself some sort of illusion brought about by this nightmare magic.
Gron is standing there, swords in hand, just waiting for anyone to move.
Klyx doesn't know what's going on with that insight roll.
Queen, what are they referring to exactly?
You say that, and Queen Symede grabs your sleeve with her other hand.
It's happening again. I know it. First they prey on Meletis, then they prey on Akros. Again and again. more fears, each more terrible than the last.
Each greater than the last.
They take both their clawed hands and, stretching out their arms fully, you see the statues that remain in this space turn completely black, just like the spear itself in Elspeth's hands. And you see they begin undulating and moving in unnatural ways, as if being animated.
Power of Nyx is far greater than any of you know, and far greater than any of the gods know.
They point down to you, Klyx.
Even your god of horizons.
And they point up to a nearby statue to Klothys.
Even the god of destiny.
And they point down to you, Paravex.
Even those who scratch the surface of the truth. None of you know the reality.
And they take with clawed finger and finally point towards Elspeth's weapon in hand.
This is my thesis proven true. The great truth of Nyx. All it takes is your unbound devotion, and even mortals can mold their image in the stars. This, my final gift to you, Elspeth. May you use it well.
And they begin rising above this scene.
This world may think me a true villain, but I have kept my promise.
And they look with their blank, smoke-filled face directly at you, Paravex.
What would you wish to do with this truth?
I offer you a truth in return. You who devote your entire opus of magecraft to nightmares and fear. I tell you that no matter how perfect your terror, you will never know victory, for it is only through fear that we may know we have courage. And eventually, fear will lose its edge, and courage will prevail. So, with this truth, will you still continue your campaigns of terror, knowing that you simply hone the edge of those who would be brave enough to face it?
Paravex, go ahead and give me a persuasion check.
Sure thing. Nice. 24.
Holy shit.
Wow.
Paravex was a rhetorician.
If you could see their eyes, you would probably see a twinkle as you see their lips, the only facial features that they have, curl into a wide grin.
Now you're beginning to understand the game.
And as they say this, you all see from behind you the 3 oracles of Klothys run in, and with curved blades and daggers and spears drawn, these women in unison voice say,
Planeswalkers, prepare for judgment by the god of destiny!
And the entire temple begins to tremble
Jesus.
as they glow with fury and red starlight. You see Ashiok recoil, and as these 3 figures turn themselves completely red, engulfed in the energy of Nyx, behind them, Klothys apparates.
Shit.
Fuck.
Okay.
Nightmare Muse, Sun's champion, thy shall know your destiny on this world, for you shall be bound to it by my will.
And as she says this, you can see red chains begin apparating out of starlight in this room. Ashiok rebuffing them with their cloak, the same one that they used to get away from Klothys the first time, as they, with the flick of one claw and the flick of another, using this gift from Phoenix to evade Clothes's rebuke.
Heroes, villains, gods, let the history of this world proclaim to one and all, mortal and god alike, the Nightmare Muse showed you the true meaning of fear.
And using the remainder of their spark points, opens a rift and exits this material plane.
Gron's gonna run towards that rift.
Oh,
All right,
shit.
give me a athletics check. It is in the air, so you would have to jump to this.
That's a 16.
Gron, what do you do? Wait, and we'll run after him.
Klyx, go ahead and give me a acrobatics or athletics check to see if you can keep up with Gron.
It is a dirty 20 for me.
You can catch up to Gron, so I think both of you would actually see this. You glimpse through this instantaneous, interdimensional portal as Ashiok uses their innate planeswalking ability to leave Theros. And you see a flash of what is on the other side of that portal. An entire landscape made almost as if it were crafted from the most terrifying versions of Perforos's anvil rods. Living machines towering over a gray, dead wasteland. Metal as far as you can see through this portal of tendrils and spikes and errant structures like fortresses on the horizon of this world. And in a flash, it is gone as Ashiok Nightmare Muse leaves Theros.
Oh, shit.
I think I'm glad we didn't make it on the other side of that portal.
Are these chains still coming for Elspeth?
Paravex, you look towards Elspeth and you see that she is also rebuffing these chains. Though she is not using a cloak gifted from Phoenix, she is using this spear clad in shadows. Go ahead and give me an insight check.
That's only a 10.
On a 10, Paravex, you think this is Cursor. Changed or not by this shadow magic, this is a god weapon, and this is how she is able to defend herself from Clothes's onslaught.
I go over to her.
We must get out of here. She will be relentless.
That is my thought exactly, Godslayer. We must leave.
Gron comes out of this daze from glimpsing another plane and starts looking for the exits.
Klyx will run with Gron, but as we regroup, Klyx will just take a long look at Clothes and a look back to Elspeth and the blade, and then follow suit.
All right. We're not going to roll initiative for this, but I would like everybody to please roll me a dexterity or strength saving throw as your party, Elspeth and Symead, begin trying to escape this assault from Clothis.
26.
Strength save 17.
Do I roll strength plus 10 or dex with advantage plus 3?
I think strength plus 10 is going to give you the higher roll on average.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a 28.
Hell yeah. Okay. Klyx and Gron, you are able to evade these chains of destiny as they are all aiming for Elspeth, but there become more and more so many apparated into existence by this god's will that they are just taking up this entire space. Paravex, you become restrained.
Okay.
But you see Symead go to use a chronal shift to redirect this chain. Go ahead and re-roll that save.
That was already above average. Nope, that's worse. 12.
Okay, you're restrained, and Elspeth looks back towards you as the rest of the party runs forward towards the stairs, and deflecting chains with her spear in one hand and holding her other out towards you.
Do you wish to pursue your own destiny? Do you wish to pursue your own path in this world?
I wish to pursue your path, Godslayer, and I reach out my hand.
You reach out and grasp Elspeth's hand, arms outstretched, and you can feel a tremendous source of power surging through her form. You feel that she is trying to gift a fraction of her strength to you in this moment.
Shit.
Do you...
Yeah, I accept.
In your mind, you can feel this have the destiny to manifest one of two ways. Through the vengeance that Paravex feels, or the powerful celestial energy that Elspeth is trying to give you in this moment.
So, mechanically speaking...
Do you want to re-level as a full paladin, or do you want your warlock levels back?
Wow, I would be a warlock of Elspeth.
Yes, you would.
That's so interesting.
All of her planeswalker cards do this. This makes sense.
I would be a soldier token. Oh,
the ultimate
man.
destiny. 1/1 soldier token.
Holy shit. I said I wish to follow your path.
Yeah.
So I think I'm gonna take the warlock levels.
Damn.
Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah. You feel this power surge through you, Paravex, and you regain all of your warlock levels with Elspeth Terrell, Sun's Nemesis, as your patron.
Oh, that's so fucking sweet.
The chains around you shatter, and your party flees from Clothes's onslaught, with Elspeth rebuffing her assaults from behind. As you are running through this temple, back to the outside of this Citadel of Destiny, you hear Elspeth shouting from behind you.
She's after me. She will chase me through the ends of the underworld and back. I must escape her assault. Do not pursue me. You have to find your own way out. Do you understand?
Gron will give a sharp nod.
It will be done.
I'm having a hard time with this. Not gonna lie.
Klyx is having a hard time, or are you, Geppi?
Klyx is having a hard time.
I see. Klyx is conflicted. I got it.
Very, and I don't know what I want to do about it.
Yeah.
Klyx will grab Elspeth's arm and then turn to Paravex. What's the plan? What are you going to do with that power?
She gives a sharp look towards you between deflecting this assault.
I'm going to use this to get out of the underworld. I'm still dead.
You've killed fucking gods. You can give this a minute. Let them explain. And turn back to Paravex.
Let her go, Klyx. I will use what power I have been granted to the same end that I have used every scrap of power I have accumulated in this life. I will stand against the atrocities of Nyx.
You see, she gives a knowing look to you, Paravex. She takes her spear and whips it around her back, deflecting another one of these chains.
I may have been this world's hero once, but to get out of the underworld, to walk my destiny in my own way, by my own choosing, this world may not see me as a hero for much longer. They'll pursue me until I am gone, and so I must leave. I accept that. This world has been my home for a long time, and it may yet still be somewhere in my heart for a long time to come.
Klyx looks down at the ground and lets her go. And then, without looking at Gron or Paravex, just walks in the other direction.
She looks to you, Paravex.
Hold close to your friends.
Thank you, Elspeth. I do not deserve your faith, but I will use it well. And I follow.
She turns away from your company, and you see Clothes burst out of the inner sanctum of this citadel.
Elspeth, you will know your fate!
And from her braided, flowing strands, the three of you see a figure woven into existence as she takes her hand and begins pulling at this form.
This is your sentence, and it will pursue you for your entire existence.
And you see a being formed out of starlight, a beautiful young man with glowing green starlight eyes, a spear and thread of fate, his own woven into his very form, lunges down and pursues after Elspeth.
Go, my champion, Klyx! This is your task. You will pursue her
And in an instant, she fades into starlight. This Klyx, Destiny's hand, pursuing after Elspeth into the wilds of Elysia. Cymede, still with you, says,
We have to get out of here. This place will only be enveloped in more chaos. Clothis, Erebos, Heliod, the gods are at war, and now they have one more piece to fight over.
And she begins heading towards the exit of this inner sanctum.
How are we gonna get out of here? How do we leave?
By Queen's decree, of course.
And she takes her cloak and heads back towards the outer wards of the Citadel of Destiny.
It seems she has a plan, which is better than I can contrive right now.
Gron follows dutifully, almost as if he's accompanying her as a soldier of Akros.
Hell yeah.
Klyx follows, demeanor unchanged.
As the three of you follow Cymede out of the inner sanctum, you are met by legions of souls. Those you left standing at the front under the charge of Haktos.
We saw her, the god of destiny, in all her power. My queen, what happened?
In booming voice, drawing on not only her own rhetoric as Queen of Akros, but her power as a devout follower of Keranos, she says,
Champions of ages past and ancient, souls of Elysia, of Akros, of Theros, I charge thee, break free your prescribed destiny, break free your bonds of eternal rest.
With both arms raised into the sky of Elysia, where you see the scars left by Erebos that pour demons and other monsters into Theros itself.
Theros is in danger. The gods war against themselves and their heroes. I say, let us, living and dead, stand and defend our home.
The crowd at first looks confused and concerned.
Gron is already all on board, even if the crowd is not yet.
Hell yeah.
Gron's raising his sword.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll persuasion with advantage.
Nice. Actually proficient in that. 24.
Hell yeah. You see Haktos see this, and without missing a beat, draws his gladius raised towards these scars in the sky and repeats your call. Yeah! One after another, these heroes of Elysia raise their blades. You see others mount into their flying chariots, and soon a legion of Elysian souls are mustered in these flying chariots, and with the three of you, Queen Cymede and Haktos, leading the charge, fly towards these rifts out of the Underworld and into Theros. Yeah! And that is where we'll leave this game.
I think the last time any one of our PCs was riding up towards the sky, we broke the space-time continuum. So let's see how this goes.
That's right. This is a very different game than Eberron. We'll see what happens.
Can't go worse. So
cannot go worse.
We have that on our side.
Yeah,
there's technically no god of time and space, so we'll see. And I say that technically in very italicized letters.
Asterisk.
Yeah.
You can do whatever you want with that asterisk. Yeah, you're the DM.
Pods of the Multiverse is produced by Jimmy Affatigato and edited by Scala, with music by Andy Berger, that's me, and art by Alexa Reilly. Thanks to our Patreon supporters, and a special thanks to our Holy Avengers, Jake, Chris, and John. Check out our website, podsofthemultiverse.com.
Thanks for listening.